I'm tired, boss.
Of trying to farm 5 mil. Because this keeps happening. I even win this fight. But 10 seconds later, another player is here within 3 minutes of the game starting. So if this is you, don't worry. I found a better way to farm 5 million. And it's by going AFK. That's right, away from keyboard. Not to be confused with JFK, who the CIA actually... Anyway, and this method is so powerful that in one run, you may not only find one deadline blueprint, but in fact find 2 deadline blueprints. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's no way I'll get as lucky as you. And that's probably true. But that doesn't mean you can't get out with anywhere from 50 to 100k in inventory value while going AFK. Now, let me explain why and how this works. So the strategy is simple. We're going to load into a Stella Montis day or night, and we're going to go AFK until there's under 15 minutes left. If you spawn in late, perfect. We want that. Now, let's load into a run, and while we're AFK, let me explain to you why this counterintuitive strategy works so well. So class is in session. I've mapped Stella Montis on a graph looking at risk to time path. And one thing you'll notice is that because of how aggressive respawns are in Stella Montis, any kill before 10 minutes just triggers a backfill respawn, increasing the risk level of the map. Now we're going to map a line for rewards. And because it's so risky, the rewards are obviously higher on this map. But most maps, the reward line probably dives down very quickly. But because there's such a high risk of PvP, the reward curve actually stabilizes because a lot of really good loot doesn't get picked up or is left on bodies because there's so much loot in this map. This means there's 2 main zones. There's the high variance, high reward, where you can get out with a lot of loot, but it's very risky. And then there's the low variance, where there's a lot less risk, but a lot of good mid rewards. And when we're trying to reach a goal like 5 million coins, it's much better to play in these low variance mid reward zone because we're not going to be wasting any of our runs by dying. Anytime you die in a high variance, high reward run, that is 10 to 15 minutes of your life, you won't be getting back. And the best part about playing in this low variance mid reward zone is that you can do anything else with your time. That's right. You can go look after your kids, do some work, do pomodoro, walk your dog. Take those 15 minutes to do whatever you want with your life, and then spend the next 5 to 10 minutes quickly farming 50 to 100k. And do that for a few cycles, and you can get to your goal very quickly. So regardless of if you have a J word or you're a single father, this method can help you get 5 million. But theory's great and all. Let's see a run and how much I make. Now, them deciding to make it 5 million, kind of BM. And no matter what you do, it's going to be a grind. But at least you can do other things with your time with this method. Security breach, you know, supposedly buffed. Not for me, I guess. And there's a weapon case right there. And what did I say? Everybody's so afraid. No one loots it. And then I get a volcano and a blueprint. Crazy lit case. Here's another high value container that just wasn't looted. I'll take that purple. Here's our first body. I wonder if this guy has goop. Oh, and he's completely unlooted. Fresh goop. And I'm getting cucked by Ark, man. It's every time, bro. These Arks just don't want to leave me alone. There's also another body there, so hopefully that also has some crazy goop. I had to pull a dark and darker here and trap that in a room so I could get back to this body. If you know, you know. And as you can see, this guy is completely full of juice. Unlooted and just perfect. Already at 50k, and it's been what? Not too long. Again, another blueprint. That's another 5k. A body here. Nothing too much, but something humble. Oh, and here's the player who probably killed that body. Absolutely Gurks him. It is what it is. It had to be done. You put other players down, we put him down. Again, the risk isn't 0, but we're the hunters now. Hunter. This guy's got some good goop. So we spent some time doing inventory management and taking all this guy's goop. Now, here you're going to see some peak gameplay. And this is ideally how you should play the game. And it's by going down to a shredder. But as you can see, because it was 2 minutes and no one else is here, we don't get punished and get out. So how much did we make? Are we giga rich? Well, we're 1/50th of the way there because we made 91k. But if you spend your whole weekend just doing a few of these runs, you can get to your 5 million too. Well, you probably don't have to spend your whole weekend. Here's another run where I get out, and as you can see, I make a good amount. I believe this is like 70-80k, and this one was like legit 5 minutes. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this guide on how to farm by going AFK. And AFK Arena, please sponsor me, because I'm a huge shill for brain damage. Thanks. Bye, everyone.